Okay, so I'm here today with Stephen Davis, and I met him kind of an interesting way. You know, he's been on protecting games, and I've known a lot of people who are exploiting games. And so I found him on his blog, met him at a couple of conferences, and I was actually asked to write a little section for his book, Protecting Games. And Steve, tell us a little bit about, well, why'd you write the book?
Well, I've been, as you say, talking about and writing about security for years now, and trying to get the game industry really to take it seriously. And the big problem has been, there's no reference material out there. And so I was like, I guess I need to write the book.
Yeah. Well, I don't know of any other books like this out there.
There have been one or two other security books, but I really wanted to write something that was going to be really useful for developers or publishers, so they could build a game more securely.
More securely. So, what is if somebody's just bought your book and they have limited time? And they have limited time, limited attention span, or something like that. What couple of chapters should they really pay attention to, or is the book designed that way?
I don't think there's like a magic subset of chapters or way to read the book. Probably the most important thing that I talk about is, just as a matter of business, I come out and straight out and say, if it doesn't save you money or make you money, don't do security. It's not about anything but business. A lot of people, you probably met a lot of these guys over the years who are very sort of religious about the security problem.
To the detriment of their customers?
To the detriment of reality.
Yes.
And it's a very practical business. It's about doing trade-offs between, spending money on security or spending money on something else. Like, the part you contributed in the payment area, a lot of what you do is procedural, not technical. And procedures are okay. Sometimes it's okay to do nothing and just live with a problem.
We have turned down customers because they don't need us.
Right.
Why pay us for service?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's probably the most important kind of one thing, and then everything else kind of depends on what kind of business you're in. Like the last part of the book, which I call the real world, is applicable to someone like you as a payment processor or game intermediary or a social network as much as it is to a game developer. If you're running an MMO, the piracy stuff isn't all that important.
Right, because they can't, who cares if they steal the software?
Well, actually, of course, even in online
running their own server.
Right, the private servers and people are running those for money, and that's a serious problem, at least right now in China. And it's going to get worse probably as more of the online games or more internet's available around the world. People are going to set up those, so that's going to become, and is already becoming, a more serious problem. But it's also really different from, trying to keep me from copying a disk.
Yeah. So Protecting Games, it's available on Amazon, and it's recommended for anybody who's a game publisher and
or
developer. And I'm not just giving that because I wrote a chapter in it, but anyway, I think it's pretty impressive that you got this book done.
I'm very pleased to have it done, and thanks for your help.
Yeah. So hold up the book for him. Get it on Amazon.
Thank you.
Thanks.